Welcome back to Your Turn. We continue at the Fight Factory, Pete Fernandez's place, and this is the gym, Antonio Tarver, that you train here.
Yes.
You train here. Dr. Michael O'Neill with us does sports medicine and has a concierge practice, CooperativeMed. Well, how did you two come together? Well, obviously because of your sports medicine experience, right?
Well, actually, I met Antonio several years ago, actually before his very first fight with Roy Jones Jr. And more recently, we were reconnected by a former NFL player, Yo Murphy, who thought there might be a synergy between us and reconnected us, and that's where we're at.
You must be excited about this venture, right?
I love my job, Russell. You know that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who I take care of, but this guy's so dynamic, it motivates me to do a good job for him. So I'm excited about working with him and what he's going to achieve in the near future.
Antonio, I'd mentioned that you haven't had a fight, since last May. Since last May. And then you've been working with Showtime.
Yes, commentating with Showtime. That's been a thrill.
So but you told me one thing, and I think this is important to know. You never retired.
Never retired officially. I mean, but I guess when you're not in everybody's mind, I mean, they think that you've taken a hiatus. They think that, it's over for you. But, it took me some time to really, really think about what I wanted to do. I had to talk to my mom. I had to talk to my team. And, everybody's on board here. They support me 110%. And so, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you had basically, let's face it, in the light heavyweight division, you had pretty much done it all. Four-time
world champion, yes. I was two-time Ring Magazine champion. So, they had a young guy come up named Chad Dawson, who I believe he fights in the next 2 weeks. Great athlete, very fast fighter. But, in that last fight, I think I did more than enough to win that fight. But I take my hats off to Chad. He has a great team around him, and I wish him the best. I just personally felt that my job at light heavyweight was done. Really, there's no major big names out there. So I felt like this. I've lost my last pound. I'm not going to sweat it down anymore, that I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to get stronger, I'm going to build muscle, and I think I'll become a better athlete, and you'll see that in my first fight, October 15th.
In the Rocky Balboa movie, Antonio Tarver played the part of Mason the Line Dixon. What was that like? It was fun?
I can't put it into words. It was just one of those things that I never thought in a million years that would ever happen to me. And when I got that phone call from Sylvester Stallone, it was one of those things that I couldn't turn down. Where do I sign? And it was one of those unbelievable experiences. Working with Sly was great. I learned so much. And hey, if this heavyweight thing doesn't come out in every way we wanted to, then I'm going to Hollywood and continue my acting career.
You got it, man. You got it. Now, when I look at those movies, especially that one, well, I guess all of the Rocky movies, they make those fight scenes look so incredibly real.
Well, I beg to differ, because I think the last one we did, and that's what we wanted to pull off. The ones before that, it was more theatrical. You know what I mean? You knew it was an acting situation, but Sly wanted this thing to be real. And so, man, we took some punches. We had to sit down and bite the bullet a lot of times. I hurt him. Sometime he tried to get a punch in against me. But it was great, man. At MGM and with all those people watching and just being a part of it was unbelievable.
In case people don't know your story all that well, you were born in Orlando.
Yes, born and
but you've
raised
lived here for
since 1996.
Yeah.
I came back to reunite with my my youth coach, Jimmy Williams, who's 83 years young. Just had a birthday 2 weeks ago, man, and his mind is sharp as ever, and he's my motivation. We got to take care of Jimmy and make sure that we get one last hurrah before it's over with.
I met him a little while ago. I wish you all could see him. He's incredible. But one of his mantras, skill beats will.
I believe that, and so I think I'm skilled enough to do it, but we're going to have to match my skill with will, because I think before it's all said and done, I'm going to be tested in ways that I've never been tested before. My intestinal fortitude, my suffering that I'm going to have to do, we're going to put in the work. And I know once I put in the work and give it all to God, he's going to see me through.
Got a minute left. Talk to me, Michael, about, he says October 15th is when the fight's going to be. What are you going to do to get in there? What does this team have to do to get in there?
Well, you said the key word, it's a team effort. It's not just me, it's not just Antonio. We have to surround the individual with people that can complement what each of us are trying to achieve, which is for him to win that fight. So it's not me, taking all the credit. It's him surrounding himself with good people, focusing on strength and endurance, nutrition, optimizing his overall general health, and even addressing the psychological component of preparing for a big fight as well.
You ready for this?
I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. We're all ready.
Is Tampa ready for it?
Yes, I think we are.
Okay,
We're going to
that's
follow
what's
you
up.
through this, my friend. This
Thank
is
you.
great,
I
Michael. Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Our thanks to Antonio Tarver and Dr. Michael O'Neill, and to the Fight Factory and Pete Fernandez for letting us be here today. It's a great place. If you need a gym to work out, come over to this place. Tomorrow on Your Turn, some fancy footwork from some triple threats, singing, dancing, and acting. The Broadway Theater Project kids over at USF. The best in the business come here every year to practice and improve their craft. That's tomorrow on Your Turn from USF. Right now, look at the forecast and the day's top stories.
Well, just over